Hello and welcome to BrittsBooks. It is once again BookTube Tuesday, and today I have an exciting video, or what I find exciting. I went to a flea market this weekend and I spent $3.50 and got 11 books. I was so excited, and my friend was just laughing at me the whole time. She's like, seriously? You're just gravitating towards all the books. And I was like, I know, there's a reason I'm doing this. A lot of them I got for 50 cents, some of them I got for free, and so let's just get started, I guess. Some of them are kind of random because they were free or very cheap. So I looked through, and if the cover caught my attention, of all things, I'd read the back, skim it, see if I thought it was interesting. So there's a couple that are kind of different from what I've been reading, or different authors that I haven't really heard of before. Or, yeah, so here we go. First off, Dan Brown, Angels and Demons. I previously got the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown as well. I haven't read this one yet. I haven't read this one. I didn't even realize there was more than these two until I looked it up a minute ago and realized there was at least 4. So I've been interested in reading the Da Vinci Code and this one for a while since the movies came out, which I hate saying because I'm like, oh, I hate when movies come out, and then people are like, I need to read those books. So Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. It's just the same main character as the Da Vinci Code. I don't know anything about these books. They looked super good and adventurous. Like they had a lot to them, and they were kind of fast-paced, so that's why I was willing to take it with me, and it was like 50 cents, so why not? The next book, Michael Crichton. I looked up how to say his last name so that I would say it right. It is Michael Crichton. He said it rhymes with frighten, and it's Scottish. Learn something new every day. So this one, it was free. It was in the garbage. There was, at the end of the flea market, there was just these garbage cans everywhere, like overflowing with stuff, because everyone was like, well, I'm going home now. I don't want to pack it and bring it with me. Here's a bunch of books. So I have, I think, 3 or 4 from the garbage. Anyway, they weren't in the garbage can. They were beside the garbage can in a box. Just so we clarify. This one is called Eaters of the Dead. I didn't even look at the back of this until a couple minutes ago. I will read it. It says, the year is AD 922. A refined Arab courtier, oh god, words, representative of the powerful Caliph of Baghdad encounters a party of Viking warriors who are journeying to the barbaric north. He is appalled by their Viking customs, the wanton sexuality of their pale, angular women, their disregard for cleanliness, their cold-blooded human sacrifices. But it is not until they reach the depths of the Northland that the courtier learns the horrifying and inescapable truth. He has been enlisted by these savage, inscrutable warriors to help combat a terror that plagues them, a monstrosity that emerges under cover of night to slaughter the Vikings and devour their flesh. So, oddly, probably right up my alley because it sounds really weird and kind of sketchy, which I'm into. So, it's free. Here we go. Another Michael Crichton, The Lost World. I didn't realize, I thought I recognized this as a series. Apparently it's the second one, or the sequel to Jurassic Park. I don't have a copy of Jurassic Park, so I will probably go to the library and get a copy of that and then read this. But like I said, this was in the garbage. It's free. Why not? It's 6 years after the disaster of Jurassic Park, and there are rumors that something has survived. Ooh. The next one is Michael Crichton as well, Congo. It's about an expedition or something that are all brutally murdered or something, and then in different spots there's one in Houston and one in San Francisco, and there's events that all connect them, and it sounds really creepy. I didn't read the back of this one until a couple minutes ago too, and I was like, ooh, that's sketchy. So, Congo, about things. Sarah Gruen, Riding Lessons. I really like horses, so this one, there's a giant horse on it, caught my attention, and I've read, I want to say Ape House by Sarah Gruen, and Water for Elephants, which I both really liked. I guess in this one there's an accident and it ends her riding career. And then 20 years later, the main character's father is dying, so she goes back to her hometown and kind of has to like face her past. So this is more like a mushy, fluffy, girly read, but I really like horses and I like Sarah Gruen, so it was 50 cents. Again, I was like, ah, God. Okay, this one is one that I haven't heard of the author before, and it just sounded interesting. It was 50 cents. I'm on board. The Face of Death by Cody McFadden. A 16-year-old girl holds a gun to her head at the scene of a grisly triple homicide. She claims the stranger killed her adoptive family, that he's been following her all her life, killing everyone she ever loved, and that no one believes her. And then it just goes on. A special agent comes in and they investigate the case, and she gets all connected with the main character, I think. So, okay, so the next one, Dean Koontz, The Door to December. I have never read one of his books, and I've heard he's quite similar to Stephen King, so I saw this was in the garbage as well, and I was just like, oh God, I can't not take them. My arms were so tired. I walked around for 5 hours with these 11 books. My arms are still sore. It's on the inside cover, which I don't like because it's pictures on the back. Oh, hello. Okay. This one says, Little Melanie had been kidnapped when she was only 3. She was 9 when she was found wandering the LA streets with blank eyes. What had become of her in all those years of darkness, and what was the terrible secret, clutching at her soul, that she dared not even whisper? And then it just says how her mother and police kind of search for it, and the last sentence, but first they would have to save themselves from a rising tide of terror and from an icy evil howling through the door to December. So it sounds creepy. Grabbed it. And the next 3, no surprise, Stephen King. Oh! I am on a mission to collect all of his books because I have all of Nicholas Sparks' books, and he was my last favorite author, so I'm on a mission to collect all of Stephen King's books. I'm getting there, but nowhere near close because he has so many. Alright, so I guess I'll start with this one. Thinner by Stephen King. This one was $2, and I got a bargain for $1. So yes, flea markets. This one, again, it creeps me out when they're on the back like that. It's about an overweight guy, and then he bumps into a gypsy woman on the road, and her father leans in and whispers in his ear, thinner. And then he just loses a bunch of weight, and like loses so much weight that he's almost dead, and then he gets freaked out. So Stephen King, super creepy, super up my alley. This one's shaped weird. It's like really long and narrow. I don't, anyway. So, Cell by Stephen King. Graphic artist Clay Riddle was in the heart of Boston on that brilliant autumn afternoon when hell was unleashed before his eyes. Without warning, carnage and chaos reigned. Ordinary people fell victim to the basest, most animalistic destruction. And the apocalypse began with the ring of a cell phone. So I'm pretty sure this one was made like when cell phones first came out. So I think it's kind of funny because everyone uses cell phones now. And last but not least, Stephen King, Hearts in Atlantis. Apparently this one's based around Vietnam War. Yeah. Mesmerizes readers with fiction deeply rooted in the 60s and explores, through 4 defining decades, the haunting legacy of the Vietnam War. And this one is a movie, if you can't tell. It even says right here. I've never seen the movie. I like reading books before I see the movies, if you didn't know. And so, yes. Haven't read it, haven't seen it. Think it's a decent copy. It was like 50 cents again. So, that was all of my books from the flea market. Oh, that was pretty cool. I love chai tea. Okay. And currently I'm reading, I just started this today. It's a big sucker. 11/22/63 by Stephen King. It's really cool so far. I didn't, like, I'm I'm really bad at really knowing what books are about, which I think is better because then I don't know what to expect and I enjoy it more. So this one I'm like 44 pages into, and he's already like time traveling and stuff. I was like, what? What are they doing time traveling? So this one has nothing to do with my book haul or my flea market experience because it's from my library. But I just started it today and I'm really excited about it. So that was my flea market haul, my excitement of my whole weekend. Friend made fun of me. Don't even care. I also told her about my booktube channel and she laughed because she thinks I'm a giant book nerd. So thank you for watching my book haul from the flea market. I hope you enjoyed. I realize it's kind of repetitive of books I've been reading. So if you have any suggestions about books, obviously I have a lot to read right now. This is all my to be read for Shelvesworth, but if you have any suggestions, because I have all this is like Stephen King and then all this is classics in my Kobo, I would love to hear them. I'm interested in trying out new genres. I'm just kind of in a rut and kind of scared to get out of that rut because I like it and I enjoy it and my books freak me out. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!